Hi everyone, welcome to Maximum Attack Rallying. It is Monday, so it is time for another dose of rallying chit chat. I want to talk about last week's video. So last week I introduced the Renault Clio Rally6, which is the latest car to be created for the Trophée FR6 Championship in France. And I was a little surprised at the feedback. Some of you said that it's too expensive and it isn't really an entry-level car. So I wanted to try and find an alternative while also justifying my choice just for my own personal benefit. I do actually think the car is good value. The Peugeot version, the 208 Racing, is about 38,000 euros, which sounds expensive, but is a lot less than the 50,000 euros you'd pay for a Rally 5 car or the 70 or 80,000 you'd pay for a Rally 4 car. So in that context, it's cheap. It's also pretty good value in the context of previous one-make cars. So if you wind the clock back all the way to 1998, a Ford Ka Challenge, the kit to build that car would have cost you about £10,000. A donor car would have cost you about £10,000. So if you're good at maths, you'll know that that's £20,000. If you factor inflation into that, the kit would have and the car together would have cost you about £38,000, which is about 46,000 euros plus build costs. So I think that shows that this FR6 concept is actually good value because it's actually cheaper than some of the old one-make cars that were so successful back in the day. So I think there is something to be said for it, but I know that some of you didn't agree with me, so I'm going to bring you an alternative. And that alternative is something that started at the weekend with the first round of the Irish National Rally Championship, and it is, wait for it, the Dacia Sandero Challenge Cup. Yes, I have chosen a small Romanian car as the rival for FR6, or an alternative for FR6 if you're looking for something more affordable. It's a 9-round championship. As I said, it kicked off last weekend. That first round was won by Owen Murray and Tommy Hayes. And I'm going to tell you in this video why I think it ticks some boxes and might be a good alternative. So the main reason this one jumped out at me when looking at it relative to other one-make championships in the UK and Ireland is that it's got the balance right, I think, between old and new. It doesn't use the latest version of the Sandero like the Dacia series in Spain, for example, but it's a good blend of modern versus affordable. You know, there's lots of great one-make series out there in the UK in particular now. So you've got the Mini Challenge, the Micro Challenge, the MG3 Challenge. They all seem to be called Challenge for some reason. But I think this one just blends affordability versus relatively modern cars very well. And I think it's important, as I said in response to some of the comments to the last video, it's important to have that modern basis and something that has a little bit of manufacturer interest. You know, if we go back to the past, Peugeot Challenge, for example, that really helped to bring a lot of future WRC stars through Peugeot 205s and 306s and 106s and the like. And if you've got manufacturer interest and a bit of manufacturer support, the chances are other manufacturers are going to be keeping an eye on it, particularly if it's attached to a major national level championship. And I think that is really important, and that is where this Dacia series is doing a really good job. You know, they've got support from Motorsport Ireland, who we all know, you know, they're supporting drivers very well. They helped Josh McAlean get into his Rally 1 seat at M Sport, among many other drivers that they're supporting. And it's also being backed by Cedar Motors, who are the official Irish importer for Dacia. So it's got that manufacturer link. It's got that link like FR6 to the local governing body, and I think that puts it in a really strong position. Getting onto the car itself, like I said, I think it's a good balance. So it's not the latest version of the Sandero, it's the second generation car, so that was available from 2012 to 2020. So that means you've got quite a big window from which to choose from. You can buy an early 2012 car for something like £1,500, or you know, you could go up to a 2021 if you wanted something a bit newer, and it looks relatively modern still, and it just covers quite a broad window of affordability while still being pretty modern. So I think it's a nice compromise in that respect. I also like the fact that it's quite slow, so you have to use the 1.2 litre version, which has a whopping 75 horsepower. That might not sound super fun in a way, but what it does mean is that it's a really good training tool. You know, if you start in a low-powered car, you have to learn how to maximize momentum. It's all about carrying speed, and I think that's really good practice if you're looking to build your skills. So I think that's really good to see. And like the FR6, the regulations mean that the cars are really basic. So you've got a roll cage, a set of dampers, some Yokohama 8008 RS road tyres, and it's very limited. That keeps the cars all very simple, very affordable, and in line with one another, which should help to create a level playing field. So that's really good to see. I also really like some of the details. So I don't know who's been behind this exactly, whether it's Motorsport Ireland or Dacia, but there's just some really nice details in there. So when you sign up to the championship, when you buy the car and buy the kit, you get branded overalls, you get a branded awning and branded ground sheet for your service area. So you get some team wear, and I just like that. It makes it feel professional, doesn't it? If everyone's wearing the same overalls and you've got this uniformity in the service park of all the Dacias together, it makes it feel special, doesn't it? It makes it feel like a proper manufacturer supported factory style series. So it's really, really nice to see that. The only downer is that I can't find the price of the kit anywhere, so I would be grateful if someone knows that, if they could put it in the comments below. Otherwise, I think the only thing I would like to see is that championship coming to the UK. Obviously, I would love it if FR6 became part of the British Rally Championship at some point in the future, because if you look at the BRC, the only proper one make element attached to that right now is the Stellantis Rally Cup, which is a great championship, but it's not very entry level, is it? Because a Rally 4 car is quite an expensive machine, so it'd be nice to see something lower down the order. FR6 would be fantastic, but so would something like this Sandero series. As I said, for me, it blends modern versus affordable better than the other one make series out there. And I think it would be fantastic to see a British version of it, or to see the Irish Championship come over and do some of the BRC rounds in the future. And you could have that crossover, couldn't you, between the UK and Ireland? So I think it would be a really solid foundation for young drivers looking to move up the ladder, or just for amateur drivers looking to have some fun. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to end this video with a question. Have I chosen more wisely this time? For those of you that doubted my pick of FR6 for an affordable entry-level series, is this Irish Dacia series more up your street? Do let me know in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys, so I'm grateful for each and every one of you taking the time to comment. I think it's really great to engage with you and see what you think, and for you to voice your opinions, so I very much appreciate that. As always, make sure you like and subscribe and follow me over on socials, and I will see you again next time.